Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, the most read poet in America, famously said, "You don't live on this earth, you're passing through." سلاو ریز حوالت هیجا گلی کرده دنیای بخیر بین. درود به دوستان ایرانی، خوش آمدید. السلام علیکم to Arabic speaking friends, and also hoş geldiniz to Turkish speaking friends. Today I wanted to introduce you to the concept of philanthropic entrepreneurship. Philanthropic entrepreneurship. Let me define it first. Philanthropists are people who have a lot of money that they donate or give some of it to charitable organization, causes, or things that make them feel good about themselves. Rich people don't just feel good for accumulating money. Once they have the money, then they have to do something to feel at peace with themselves. That's where the concept of philanthropic entrepreneurship comes in. Entrepreneurship is, in simple words, jumping out of a plane and building a parachute down the way. What do I mean by that? Entrepreneurship is breaking against the norm, not taking the 9-to-5 job. You may have the education, you may have the training, you may have the experience, but you decide to do something to have control over your time. Now, philanthropic entrepreneurship is a concept we're promoting at the Arif Gilany Group, and I wanted to invite all of you who want to feel good about the blessings that you have, who want to feel more connected with your community. Today, I was at the commemoration of Halabja, the 16th of 1988, when Saddam Hussein's planes dropped a apple tasting flavor on a whole city, and the whole population was gone, over 5,000 people in a matter of minutes. As a victim of the conflict in the region, as a businessman, I've always felt the pain of my fellow men, especially the Kurds. They say that you can close your eyes to what you don't want to see, but you cannot close your heart to what you don't want to feel. Pain is felt by all beings in the same way. That's the common language. Philanthropists, big businessmen, Elon Musk, Bill Gates get old as well. They also want to have peace with themselves. So in case there's an afterlife, or there's a spirit, or as Rumi beautifully said, you don't live on this earth. You're just passing through. There's something more out there. We are energies made in the image of our own maker, according to all famous religions. So we are creators. That is why I wrote the Ministry of Miracles in the first place. I've always been involved in philanthropic causes. Behind me is a certificate from Nehri organization, which was started by my family in Kurdistan, north part of Iraq. Bashura Kurdistani, Nehri organization Amahaya. And throughout the years, they have been reaching out to people who have no other defenses, whether be it in Rojava, in Syrian parts, occupied Kurdistan, or be it in northern part in Turkey, or be it in the Iraqi part, which is the Kurdistan right now, or Iranian, their gates are closed. So they have been helping people who are in incredible distress, like the 3,000 sex slaves, Yazidi girls that were stolen by ISIS. The border between the Kurds and the Arabs is where the ISIS really cut through. And the first community is the Yazidis, and they suffered the most. They're not Muslims, by the way. And happy Ramadan to all my Muslim friends, and to all my Jewish friends, and to all my Christian friends, and to all of humanity. Friends, you gotta believe it. We're all one. Putting brother against brother and man against man never solves a problem. War has absolutely no winners. You want to argue that? Ask thousands of US veterans who live on the streets of the USA. Ask my friend who this morning I saw on the street right here in Brampton, very handsome, nice 60-ish Canadian gentleman with a long beard and a cup in his hand. And I rolled down my window and had some change, and I gave him, and I said, I'm going to give him a couple of cigarettes. And he says, wow, this is one for me and one for Ron. And I just got curious, and I said, who is Ron? He says, oh, later on. So I got curious. I said, why are you here on this street corner? And then he told me his story in the 2 minutes that we had behind the light. You don't need to go out of your way to make a connection with another human being. All you need to do is to understand what Rumi said. You're not here to accumulate all that you want and just show off and go drive fancy cars and show all of the things that you do. We are spirits, my friend. Philanthropic entrepreneur that I am introducing for the very first time in Canada through the World Game Changers, through a 90-day program, is designed to help you not only increase your financial part of your life, but also the spiritual part of your life, where you go and put your head on the pillow every single night, go to sleep like a baby. My friends and family know me. As soon as I hit the pillow, 3, 4, 5 minutes, I'm done. I'm gone to a deep, comfortable sleep. I feel good about myself because the first place that I helped out when I joined the company called Primerica, where I was one of their top regional vice presidents, was a shelter that I spent 7 days when I was a new refugee in Canada. Every year I took my children and I went there and I fed 250 people in that shelter for a number of 5 years that I can remember. I always wanted to give back, but one hand doesn't clap. 2 people can make an impact. I was blessed to come across a very genuine gentleman who portrays this entrepreneurship, philanthropic entrepreneur. I'm talking about the president of our company, the Morgan Gilany Group, and that is none other than my partner, Mr. Kumar Misir. Oh yeah, he's canceling a trip to come and spend the 23rd, March 23rd with us at the Greater Toronto Kurdish House Community Nowruz celebration. All his life, being the son of a pastor, he's been used to giving. Spent years of his life developing other younger people into entrepreneurship where they have more so they can give more. When you have more, you can give more. If you don't have anything, you can start with that inner desire. I want to be somebody. I wasn't put here just to be the average person. I've heard the comments, and I thank you so much for liking and sharing comments with me. It gives me great feedback. Now, after 2,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, I have enough people who in the morning wake up and check and listen and watch and make a comment right below. If the message of entrepreneurship and the message of philanthropic entrepreneurship resonates with you, you want to inquire about it. Come and attend some events with us. Join our Zoom calls. I'm putting all cards on table because I know the value of giving back. The value of the person who is looking at you in the eye and you can see their soul, the suffering, the pain. Friends, I didn't get here just yesterday. I've been around. This is my 30th year in Canada. I've been around the world. I've lived in 7 First Nation countries around the world. Let me go through them. Turkey, I've lived there multiple times for more than a year. In Germany, I spent a year. In Hamburg. I've spent 2 years in Sweden, in Malmö, Örebro, Stockholm. I spent a year in Australia, Sydney, Bathurst, Australia. I've spent a year in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as a leadership trainee for a company that delivers your packages. That's FedEx Grounds. I went through all of this to be able to serve my community better, to be who I am, and not to worry about what other people think about me. Because my belated father, who passed away 2 years ago, his last words were, "Son, even if you live in paradise, his last words were, "Son, even if you live in paradise," and I'm paraphrasing, but that's what I understood. Go find a way to serve your nation, your country, your community, your company, your family, and your own inner peace. And I summarize all of this in this manner for you in 2 words. Philanthropic entrepreneurship. You want to learn how to speak publicly. You want to learn how to make great videos where hundreds of people are benefiting. Some of them become very important partners like Mr. Kumar Misir or Mr. Mubarak from Saudi Arabia or Mr. Sangarjal Mankbayar from Mongolia or Rebar Muhammad from Kurdistan. And I'm going through various names of people who have made an impact in my life. Do you know how much I learned from Nareen Muhammad at Soran University and then at Acre? Do you know how much I learn when I interact with different types of people, Jews, Gentiles, and everyone else? The only profession that's going to help you live that philanthropic entrepreneurship is the profession of sales. You have to learn how to communicate. We are in sales. You're in sales. If you're attending events, you're there to sell something. If you're going to a family gathering, you are there to do something, to sell something. Everything is a business. Even a negotiation with your children is a sales. He's trying to sell you and buy him the toy, and you're trying to sell him, "No, I don't want to buy that toy." We could go down this line very deeply, but it starts with basics. And Peter, my mentor and image consultant, has told me that, "Mr. Gilany, what you have here is a gold mine. We need to polish it and put it back because your presentations are incredible. Maybe your setting needed some change," which we did. and we keep on changing and growing and learning, because our intentions are to serve my community, the Kurdish, the greater Toronto Kurdish community, the Kurdish community on the other side of the city, and all the Kurds around the world. My family, as far as I know, without any egotistical claims, is the only family that is respected in Rojhelat, Rojawa, Bashur, and Bakur, and that's the Sheikh Abdul Qadir Gilany's family, and I'm a descendant of that family. So when I call for action, when I call for your kindness, I am very genuine and I'm very serious. And if you want to learn more about our programs, about this philanthropic entrepreneurship, we can involve your business in it. If you're a real estate agent, if you're an insurance broker, if you're anybody and everybody, even if you're selling burgers on the street, you could benefit from getting involved in our evolving, momentous community. So this is an offer to come and attend and celebrate with us. Come and meet my team. Come to our table on March 23rd and meet and introduce yourself to the people on my table, because they're all open philanthropic entrepreneurs who are there to meet people just like you. And if you shy away, by the way, in the sales profession, they say shy people have skinny kids, meaning shy people, in Kurdish they say, Kicha sharmin dinit sharaki, Kore sharmin dinit kabaki. In my language, in my own village language, they say a shy girl, shy lady, shy woman, a decent woman, a very elegant woman is worth the city. A shy guy, on the other hand, a shy man is worth only a bone. Meaning you gotta go for your dreams. There's no better time than 2024. You'll never be younger, stronger, more good looking, more energized than you are right now. Some of you think tomorrow or later. Tomorrow never comes. James Bond. With all of the experiences that I have, with all of these videos that I make, my only intention is to serve you, the viewer, whoever you may be, whichever community or country you may be from. I'm passionately pursuing serving my Kurdish, my Iranian, my Turkish, my Arabic, my Jewish, my all language, the core of Middle East, where all of the religions of the world have initiated from. Well, brothers, it's time to put your ego on the side and humble yourself and shake a hand and say, I'm so and so, so glad to meet you. That's how you build connections, friends. In the upcoming season, I'm going through a series of lectures that I've learned with the World Game Changers in London, England, and I'm bringing this to you through a Zoom video meetings on weekly basis starting the March 28th. You can join us at 7 p.m. For those of you who want to know some more, you could set a time to talk to one of our partners. We have partners. Let me tell you some partners. Elijah, young Iranian talent who has no place to go under the current situation, comes to England and then comes to Canada, and then we met and it was just a perfect match. Refugee University, all you educators, all of you wise people, all of you pastors and preachers and people in community service, we can put all of your knowledge on Refugee University, promote it for you, get you students to listen to you because you are valuable. You are a miracle worker. And I want to thank every one of you for watching this video, making a like, making a comment, contributing to this community. The last prayer is the Gilany prayer. Gratitude. Thank you so much for this incredible opportunity to speak to these viewers. Our intentions are to serve. We love what we do because our intentions are to serve, and we network with great people every single day, and we take action on that. And I know every single one of these viewers will become a miracle worker, whether today, tomorrow, or next day. It all starts with a smile. And I wish you all health, wealth, and wonderful relationships.